morning, everyone. It's great to see so many people in the room today. And by way of introduction, my name is Lindsay Kavanagh. I'm the co-director in Pavy Point. And you're very welcome this morning. Today's event, Never Again, Recognition, Remembrance and Reflection on the Roma Genocide, aims to commemorate the 80 years of the Parajmos, or the devouring in Romani language, as we pay tribute to the memory of the estimated 500,000 Roma and Sinti victims of the Nazi genocide, often referred to as the forgotten genocide and forgotten by the world.
I'm delighted to open this important event, Never Again, Recognition, Reflection and Remembrance, held to mark 80 years since the Roma genocide during the Nazi era. And thank you in particular to the Pavy Point Traveller and Roma Centre for organising this event in partnership with the Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth. And I do think that the Mansion House is a very apt location for an event like this. For over 300 years, this house has been welcoming Dubliners, everyone from every section of society. It was a house that was previously owned by a Lord Dawson. He sold this house to the city on condition that this room that you're sitting in would be built as a house that would serve the community, and that is really what it has been doing. And Roma people are very much part of the Dublin community, the Irish community. It is now the case that in Dublin, 1 in 5 people are non-Irish nationals who live in Dublin, and we are a better city and a better country for that diversity.
The commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the Roma genocide is an important tribute to almost 3,000 Roma exterminated in gas chambers of the Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp on the 2nd of August 1944. And to the hundreds of thousands of Roma men, women and children who lost their lives because of their ethnicity in these horrifying events of the past. Remembrance of the Roma genocide is especially meaningful as for decades after the end of World War II, the Roma community was denied that recognition.
I come before you as a Romani woman belonging to a Romani community. For us, Roma Sinti travelers, home is family, our ancestors and our descendants, the network of mothers, fathers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, cousins, and children who make up our sense of who we are. Home is the stories we tell, and it's the belonging and the community that we build. Home is in this room as we come together today. 80 years ago, that home was broken. And I'm standing here in front of you to come together to reclaim the people and the communities and to bring together the history of both the broken to make us whole together today. So my presentation will begin with a letter to Amelie Baumann-Bloch, who was murdered in Auschwitz on June 26, 1944. Amelie Baumann-Bloch was born in 1910, and she was imprisoned in Maxglan, Salzburg. So she was born in Vienna. She was the partner of Matthias Krems, who died at Auschwitz-Birkenau, and the mother of Agatha, Anna, Ernst, and Frieda, who also were murdered at Auschwitz-Birkenau. She was deported to Auschwitz-Birkenau on April 3rd, 1943. She died, as I said, on June 26, 1944.
Holocaust Education Ireland informs and educates about the Holocaust in order to address all forms of racism, discrimination and hatred. Through our work, we preserve the memory of all of the victims who were persecuted and murdered during the Nazi era. Since the first Holocaust Memorial Day commemoration in Ireland in 2003, Members of the Roma community have always been represented and have participated in this important national event.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, ich bin Holocaust-Überlebende und Sinti aus Deutschland. Bereits im Mai 1940 wurde meine gesamte Familie aus unserem Heimatort Trier in die Lager der deutsch besetzten Polen deportiert, nur weil wir Sinti waren. Meine älteste Schwester Bertha war beim Abtransport 12 Jahre und mein jüngster Bruder Ludwig gerade 3 Jahre alt.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Holocaust survivor and Sint from Germany. Back in May 1940, my entire family was deported from our hometown of Trier to the camps in German-occupied Poland simply because we were Sinti. My eldest sister Berta was 12 when she was deported to the camps, and my youngest brother Ludwig was just 3 years old.
Meine Geschwister haben mir erzählt, dass alle Kinder, auch die ganz Jungen, schwerste Zwangsarbeit in den Lagern leisten mussten, wie Straßenbau und Schützengräben ausheben. Es gab fast nichts zu essen. Kartoffelschalen waren ein Festessen. Und wenn es mal trockenes Brot gab, und es war sehr trocken, wurde es untereinander aufgeteilt. Wir litten während den ganzen Jahren unter großem Hunger, die Angst zu erfrieren oder ermordet zu werden.
My siblings told me that all the children, even the very young ones, had to do hard forced labor in the camps, such as building roads and digging trenches. There was almost nothing to eat. Potato peels were a feast. Whenever there was dry bread, and it was very dry, it was shared out among us. We suffered from great hunger throughout the years and the fear of freezing to death or being murdered.
I did it for her. I got up every day. I did it for her. The smell of human waste burning up our noses, pressed against the crack in the wood, desperate to be relieved. The train came to a halt. We swarmed to the exit. I carried Anna to the door. The air will do her good. Her head on my shoulder, she's lost. She doesn't speak. But I know what she's thinking. What will happen to our unborn children?
I live in Ireland for 24 years. Us, Roma, we have always been different. But I was never afraid to work in Dublin streets. Dublin was generally safe. I sold flowers and I would beg. If you ask me that today, I would tell you that I have to watch my back when I walk down the streets in Dublin. Roma are scared. Roma women in particular are afraid and not feel safe because of the far right growing in Ireland and through Europe. We are about 16,000 Roma living in Ireland. We have the third and fourth generation of Roma living in Ireland, like my own grandchildren and many young Roma here today. We live in every county. We are part of Irish society and contribute even if we are hiding our identity, because we are afraid that we will put off work, that we'll be evicted, and our children will be bullied in schools. We are a proud community, but because of these fears, we often have to hide our identity.